Thank you.
With that, 25% of the stipend is reimbursed in case of NAPS, whereas 50% is reimbursed in case of NAPS. So those are some of the insights into the schemes, and I think we can move on to the next slide. So we go into the NAPS with that brief introduction, and the NAPS ecosystem, we've been able to get more information in terms of the data available on the portal, and we've tried to look at it in terms of data analytics. And here we will present to you some analytics on active establishments, registered establishments, then who are the actual beneficiaries in terms of number of apprentices who have benefited from this ecosystem. So before we get into the analytics, I think it will be good to go into what is an establishment. And establishment refers to any entity engaged in a business or trade with the requisite infrastructure to provide on-the-job training. And as per statutory guidelines, all establishments with a workforce of more than 30 or more, including the Apprenticeship Act, and all of this slowly converging into the NATS in 1993, and then coming in of the NAPS in 2016. Both NATS and NAPS, the two important schemes which are implemented, NATS being implemented by Ministry of Education and NAPS by MSDE, have their own features, but both of them complement each other. One looks at integration of the higher education ecosystem with the skilling and the job landscape. Other looks at more on the vocational, speaking very generally in terms of the levels of integration. It looks at more of vocational ecosystem and how do you link it to the skilling and the jobs landscape. So both of them have their own uniqueness, but they are complementary to each other. Both schemes have seen newer versions with key actors. And we've also looked at what are the key performance indicators which will successfully lead to implementation of these recommendations. There are 20 major recommendations, and these have been mapped into 92 key performance indicators. And the other important thing about this report which makes it unique,
recommendations which are categorized into 5 interlinked pillars. The report maps out actors responsible for implementing each one of the recommendations along with suggested timelines and performance assessment indicators. With this brief introduction to the report, I would now like to invite Dr. Sonia Pant, Program Director, Skill Development, Labour and Employment, to make a detailed presentation on the report.
Thank you, Sakshi, and a very warm welcome to all of you for this report launch. Indeed, it's a very, very important day for all of us at the Skill Development and Employment Division. I'd like to thank CEO sir, member sir for gracing us, also representatives of Education Ministry, Skill Development Ministry, all our partners, and also our partners who joined us online from the state government. Thank you so much. With that, I'll make a brief presentation. I'll request for the presentation to come up. Yeah, thank you. Move to the next slide, please.
Also joined by representatives from the International Labour Organization, FICCI, CII, team leads, among others. This launch event has online participation from state officers who are leading the apprenticeship initiative in their states. A very warm welcome once again to all the participants as well as media persons who have joined us today. Today's report presents the first in-depth evidence-based mapping of India's apprenticeship ecosystem, identifying challenges that must be addressed